Hey everybody, it's Highly Alchemist. Welcome back to Let's Play Kirby 64 The Crystal Shards. In the last episode, we completed Star by beating Magban, and in this episode, Kirby decides to take a visit to our home planet Earth. Because that's what it looks like. Not to mention the moon circling around it. Oh, okay, no, just kidding. But, this is Shiver Star. This level, I'm gonna have to say, is kinda weird. And, I mean, there's probably a reason why I think that way, which we'll get to later on. Shiver Star, as the name would suggest, probably, it's supposed to be a snowy themed level, for what you can see here, because, you know, it's a snowy stage. But there's couple other levels, and of course the boss, that kind of doesn't really make sense to this level at all. At least that's what I think. But anyways, and yes, I've gone back to the, the Flame Bomb copy ability, which is a copy ability that I love to use so much, because not only does, because it seems like the Kirby's jumping, but of course, it has quite a wide radius, so I really love this move like that. Such a great move. And yeah, you actually do need the fire copy ability later on for a certain crystal shard. Unfortunately, though, we're probably gonna have to get rid of this copy ability after we get done with this stage. My speech is a little off today for some reason. I just can't speak today. I don't know why. My speech is all just... It's being quite a mess here. Anyway, so we got another Waddle Dee section, doing some snowboarding. Of course, how classic. This can't be a snowy level without any snowboarding. And I do believe our Crystal Shard, the first one, is right on here. Of course, you do have to jump right into it because, you know, the exclamation mark above Waddle Dee's head indicates that you do need to jump, so of course, it has to be that way. Alright, so that's where that other Crystal Shard is after, well, it'll appear after you defeat this boss here, well, the mini-boss. And that's where you need the fire copy ability, even though it doesn't show off the color. Once again, just like in the lava stage in Star. Well, maybe it does look kind of obvious, because it is made of ice, and you do need fire to melt the ice. So I guess you can pretty much tell. Oh, here's something to talk about. So I did see the trailers for some of the new games for the Nintendo Switch. We got Breath of the Wild, which I actually thought that it was never going to get a Wii U release because production for the Wii U is already shut down. But it looks like that Breath of the Wild is going to be the last official Wii U game. After that, there's not going to be any more. But they're pretty much pulling a Twilight Princess and releasing Breath of the Wild for both the Wii U and the Switch. Which is why they've been delaying it so much. Well, I mean, it was going to be for 2015, but they delayed it to 2016. But then they delayed it once again for 2017, just for the Switch. I mean, just... Nintendo, seriously. Know what we want. I'm starting to get a little excited for it. I mean, for one thing, the game actually does look amazing. I mean, I said this before during my Let's Play as Zelda 1. But I mean, it actually, the trailer that I saw actually looked really nice. It looked fantastic. And of course, we got the voice acting, too. Because, I think Nintendo recently confirmed that there's going to be voice acting. Which is something I probably wouldn't mind. I mean, it's a little something that they could at least try again with. I mean, sure, the mediocre Zelda titles, like, you know, the unholy Triforce of the Zelda titles had that notorious voice acting. Great! But that was then. This is now. Of course, there kind of was voice acting in, Hyrule Warriors, but that was only for the, for some of the story sequences, not for the characters themselves. Oh yeah, I also want to talk about these guys here. And yes, I did get squished by the boulder by one of these guys, and that guy was laughing sadistically, which is not really that funny. I would say that they're kind of similar to the Slicers in Sonic 2. For, like, they would attack first, and then after that, then they're completely defenseless. I mean, yeah, those guys are actually laughing now. Even though they would still do that after they fail to attack. But then after they attack first, then they're completely defenseless and all useless now. So, anyway, this stage here, we are above the clouds. So yeah, things get a little different, because we all thought it would be snowy theme, hence, snowy theme has the name Shiver Star. But now we're in a cloudy stage. So yeah, this is where things can get pretty different. By the way here, if you probably recognize this music if you have played Kirby's Adventure, yes, that is a remix to the Butter Building. And of course, I really do love this remix. I mean, Butter Building was kind of nice too, but I like this remix even better. Which is also the reason why you can probably find the video in my list of, or my playlist of favorite video game music. And I'm having sinus problems again, even though you're probably not hearing it since I already cut this one out. But anyways, back to the discussion of the Switch. So, oh yeah, and before I go on about this, keep in mind, guys, that I screwed up in this stage a lot. And I'll probably just, like, interrupt myself when I'm talking about the Switch. And just tell you how is it that I just started screwing up, so... Anyway, so that's about it for Breath of the Wild. Super Mario Odyssey. Oh my god, just... Oh my god. The game. It looks so amazing. Just, wow. I mean, for a long time, the kind of Mario game that I've been looking forward to, that I really wanted Nintendo to make, was... I wanted them to go back to the same formula as in Super Mario 64 and Sunshine and the Galaxy games. We haven't had a Mario game like that in a long time. Oh, hang on, I gotta interrupt myself here. So this is the one part where I screwed up. Watch this. The Crystal Shard is on the upper left corner, but guess what I do? No! Yes, this was actually merely by accident. I was really gonna go for the upper left corner for the Crystal Shard, but because the timing here was pretty bad when trying to launch yourself out, I accidentally hit northward, and so this is actually a one-way entryway here. Because once you go up there, then you can never come back down there again. So because of that, I had to reset the game just to get that Crystal Shard again. So, anyway, back to talking about Super Mario Odyssey. So we actually haven't had that kind of Mario game in a long time. Because I was actually... I mean, during the time of the Wii U, I was just kind of starting to have doubts about Nintendo when it comes to Mario games. Well, except for Super Mario Maker. That was the only kind of Mario game I was looking forward to, actually. I was still excited for Mario Maker, but I still really wanted the kind of Mario game with the same formula as 64 or any of those other kinds of games, and we haven't actually had that kind of game for the Wii U, exactly. All it is just, it's just rehashes or something like that. You know, like in, New Super Mario Bros. U, basically. I mean, that's pretty much all you could ever get. I mean, sure, there's Super Mario 3D World, and I heard that game was great. I mean, I actually don't have the game now because the game is freaking expensive, and I just couldn't afford it right now. But I heard it was great, though. I mean, I'm willing to try it out, but all in all, I was just kind of having doubts now. But seeing the trailer for Super Mario Odyssey, oh my god, this is the first time in that long that I've ever been excited for a new Mario game. So I'm I'm really having high hopes for Super Mario Odyssey. So there's that to look forward to. And then there's Splatoon 2. Well, just like with Super Mario 3D World, actually, I have played Splatoon before, but that was only the demo version when I was at GameStop, and that would have been into Splatoon, and it was a pretty good time. But I just don't have the game itself because it's... Ugh. I mean, I probably should wait for a price drop if I want to get the game. I mean, I want to get Splatoon, but now the sequel's coming out, and I was like, shit. I'm just really dead behind. Now here's another area that I screwed up on as well. So, there's actually a certain combination copy ability that you need for one Crystal Shard. You need Needle and Spark copy ability. And the enemy for the Spark is right here. And once I got over there, he was gone, so I had to go back and get him. The first time, on my first playthrough of this, well, during my recording attempt, he was there, and I tried to throw that that copy ability object right at him just for the combination, but then he dodged it. And so I lost it completely, the needle copy ability. I completely lost it, and so I had to start the stage again. And then for the second time, the enemy wasn't there. He was gone. And so I went through the stage, I got to the mini-boss, and then there was nothing I could do because I couldn't go back. So I had to restart that all over again. You had no idea how infuriated I was during that recording attempt. Just the amount of times when I had to try this again. I wasn't very happy about that. So, anyhow, I want to go ahead and finish up right here, so that's about it. I don't think there's probably any way that I could just go ahead and pre-order or purchase Switch now, because, for one thing, I do not have enough money for the Switch, knowing how expensive they are. Why? Because I am poor. Okay, no, just kidding. I'm not really poor. I mean, we're pretty much still a kind of wealthy family. We're not that kind of poor, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't have enough money as of right now. So I can't exactly afford the Switch, and now I see everybody else has already pre-ordered. So, I always have to be the unlucky one, unfortunately. So, anyway, next time on Let's Play Kirby 64, we are gonna, yeah, considering how this LP goes, and you know what goes on. So, anyway, see you guys in the next episode.